Hi there, this is how you can create a two-way flow between ServiceNow and Jira using Unito. So how we want this flow to work is that when an incident in ServiceNow needs developer or technical support, it can be automatically escalated over to Jira and then kept in sync in both tools as teams work on a resolution. This way you don't have to duplicate requests, manually maintain them, and have each team work in silos. So I'm looking at an incident here in ServiceNow, an employee software isn't working. This will require some additional dev support. So all I'm going to do is update the category to software, and that's going to signal to Unito that should sync over to Jira, along with all the details included. Now that the issue has appeared in Jira, developers can prioritize this along with the rest of their work. And as they work on the issue and change the status, this is going to sync right back to ServiceNow, so both teams can communicate seamlessly from the tool of choice. So if I move this issue to in progress from to do, and then head back into ServiceNow, we should see the state changed. So we can see that state is now in progress as well. Unito also syncs comments, so if we leave a follow-up in ServiceNow work notes, this is going to sync over to Jira. Back in Jira, devs can choose to respond, and the two teams can go back and forth as a resolution is provided, while Unito keeps things synced in the background. So we can head over now to Unito to take a look at how all this works. One of the great things about Unito is that you don't need to be technical to use it. It's designed for business users and doesn't require any code. The first step is just to connect your tools and choose which projects you want to sync within each. Then you'll choose a flow direction. I'm choosing one way from ServiceNow to Jira since I'm escalating incidents from one to the other. The fields will be synced two ways, however, which we'll look at shortly. And the third step is to create rules. I created a simple rule that says when the category of an incident is software, it should sync over to Jira. But you can add multiple layers. For example, you can choose multiple category types, or you can add another rule using a different field. Unito also allows you to choose how that incident appears in Jira. You can, for example, choose a default assignee, a default status, a default label, and much more. It's really up to you to choose how to customize your integration. And in my fourth step, I've mapped fields between tools. So this links titles, due dates, statuses, comments, so that information appears in the right places and stays in sync as changes are made. For example, we can take a look at state, which is what we saw sync just moments earlier. New in ServiceNow is synced to do in Jira. Resolved or closed in ServiceNow is synced to done in Jira. And in progress or on hold in ServiceNow is synced to in progress in Jira. So whenever somebody in either tool makes a change to status, it will reflect in the other. This is going to keep both teams up to date as a resolution is provided, and it also means that teams can keep their existing workflow, even if they use different names. You've got a really wide selection of fields to choose from here, allowing you to customize your integration to meet your exact use case. And that's it. That's how you sync ServiceNow and Jira using Unito. Thanks a lot for watching.